Hey there, fellow gamers. This is Johnny Hurricane bringing you the gaming news this week, and we will start off with Fallout New Vegas. This game was released last week, and it is just full of bugs. Everywhere you turn, the game has the potential to freeze, and quests are glitching left and right. I first got into the game, and Doc Mitchell's head was spinning like the exorcism, and when he tried to walk, his body didn't stand up, so it looked like he was still sitting down. It's pretty bad. Next thing I tried to leave a door, and I accidentally hit my middle button to go to the cross media bar and check my messages, and unfortunately I did that during the loading screen, which caused the game to freeze. And then I had to go and restart from, I don't know, autosave point like 30 minutes ago, because that was the first door I'd entered after patrolling the Mojave for that long, and well, I was pretty pissed at that too. There has been a patch release for some of the quest glitches, but not necessarily the ones freezing your game and making the characters go all wacky. Now, some of these quests have actually been beneficial to us because you can redo them with your speech contest things and just keep getting the experience for redoing it as long as you have high enough speech. One of them is in Helios 1, and it gives you about 365 experience, and the other is in Freeside, and only gives you about 65 experience, but I don't know, it's probably easier to do than the other one because you will be running around in Helios 1 to find the scientist guys and then going off and doing their mirror things and whatnot. Yeah. And then Freeside, you just gotta find old Benny again and convince him to be a prostitute. No big deal. And while we're on the subject of Fallout New Vegas, they have confirmed that there will be DLC for this Fallout. Of course, it is on Xbox 360 only first and should be coming down around the holiday, but they have not given any details on what type of DLC it is. But for those of us who have it on PC and PlayStation, of course, just like Fallout 3, you can assume that the DLC will be coming to us eventually, just not until a few months after it comes out on the Xbox 360. Also, guys, if you're having issues finding all your snow globes or just want to get that cool looking NCR Ranger armor, head on over to gamersheroes.com, and I have a couple of guides written up that you can look through, find yourself that armor, get the trophy and achievement for getting all your snow globes, or just make money selling them. So yeah, go check it out. Moving right along, we've got the updates from BlizzCon 2010, including the last class of Diablo 3, the Demon Hunter. This class looks like it's going to be mainly ranged and possibly a little bit of support, but it is like Diablo 3 in the fact that you may only be able to play as a female, much like the Amazon. That's not really a big deal to me, but they do have a trailer out on it, and it looks pretty sweet. It looks like that the Demon Hunter is going to be able to do a lot of sweet tricks, flips and whatnot. We'll see, I guess. Not too much has been released on it yet, and not much has been released on when Diablo 3 is coming out either, but hopefully we'll see that sometime next year. I'm not sure, but we can hope. Another thing that came out of BlizzCon 2010 is that the Heart of the Swarm, the next installment of the trilogy of StarCraft 2, will likely not be out next year. They said they'd be hard-pressed to get it out next year, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that it would come out next year, but if that's what it takes to get it right, then I want them to take their time. StarCraft 2 was amazing, the story was great, and I still play the multiplayer all the time, and they're constantly updating with new maps, so if you haven't actually played this game, I'd recommend trying it. If you can get a guest pass or something, go for it, if your PC can handle it, of course. Last but not least, out of BlizzCon, we have something for the World of Warcraft fans. Yep. World of Warcraft Cataclysm will be available for digital download, and you can buy it and pre-load it, which means you will be able to download it before it comes out, so when it does come out, you can play it right away, which is pretty sweet for those of us who can't make a midnight release or don't have a midnight release. We can play it right away. It's on Battle.net store, and it should be $40, I think. Looks like No More Heroes, a normally Wii exclusive, will be coming to the PS3 and the PlayStation Move pretty soon. Konami announced that they would be moving the franchise to the PlayStation as a HD remake of the first No More Heroes. Now, I enjoyed the first No More Heroes. It was really short and repetitive, but if they can add some nice little mini games and maybe beef up the story a little bit, then it should be a good buy. Hopefully it won't be $60 because that would be outrageous for a game that only lasted around 6 hours, even with all the extra stuff, but So far we don't have any big details other than the fact that you'll be able to use the Move like the Wii Remote in the first one, so HD graphics too, so check it out if you're a No More Heroes fan and you have a PlayStation 3. Those of us taking a break from Modern Warfare 2 and playing the new Medal of Honor were a tad disappointed to find that there were not very many maps, and of those maps we could only play certain ones in certain game modes, which means if you had a game mode you liked, you'd have to recycle the same maps over and over, which got very annoying very fast. Anyways, next week there will be some free and premium DLC for Medal of Honor. The first DLC, the free one, is called Clean Sweep. It's a new elimination type game mode, and there will be 2 maps called Bangram Hangar and Khyber Caves. It also redesigns 2 of the previous maps, Dawago Camp and the Kabul City Ruins. Now, to get this, you need to have used the pass that came with your game if you bought it new to access the online. If you do not have this, you will have to buy it, which is probably about $10, and then the DLC will be free for you. Now, next, the paid DLC will cost $9.99 and is called the Hot Zone. It is a King of the Hill type gameplay where you must fight over certain areas of the map with your team, obviously, and this also comes with 2 new maps called Hindu Kush Pass and the Kuragano Outpost, as well as 2 more redesigns for Shahakat Valley and Helmand Valley for this game mode. So, there you go. We'll have a few new maps to play if you get the new DLC. If not, you're stuck with what you got, I'm afraid. And I'm sure we can't play all the new maps on the new DLC too, so I don't know. We'll see. Those of us who enjoyed the first Dragon Age will be happy to know that in March of 2011 there will be a Dragon Age 2. It will have a thing much like the Cerberus network of Mass Effect 2, in which you will get some DLC free. The more high-class, expensive DLC, on the other hand, is obviously not going to be free. Now, in order to get this, you must buy the game new. You cannot get it used, and it will come with an online pass that you can enter, and it will give you the network, wherever it's going to be called, and you will get your bonus DLC whenever they put it out. Now, if you pre-order now, you will get the Signature Edition, which is apparently a big $20 bonus with a bunch of DLC, game soundtrack, in-game weapons, and a character, new quests apparently. So if you're thinking about getting the game, you should probably do it pretty soon. Get your free upgrade to the Signature Edition and enjoy it. I know I will. Alright, fellow gamers, that's going to do it for me this week. Check out GamersHeroes.com for all the latest news, updates, and of course a bunch of guides for those of you who need help getting those trophies and achievements. I'm Johnny Hurricane, and I will catch you all next week.